Hey guys, this is Nick with Cymatics. Welcome to video number 3 of our melody creation tutorial, or course rather. And I'm just going to continue on with this little loop that we have going here. This kind of little thing here, we cut it up and stuff. And now that it's in audio, we can like obviously continue manipulating it, which I'm not going to do too much, but I'm just curious. I'm actually going to keep it like this. This is cool. Transposed one semitone. That's actually a cool phrase. It's just kind of made by the reversing guitars. So what if I reversed it, it would go. That might be interesting. Let me just quickly do this then. Literally repeat the same thing we did from the last one, just so I can hear it. And this is kind of the process. I mean, this is just one way of making melodies and making music. There's just a million different ways. This is one that's kind of like recording down to audio and looping it and stuff, and then finding moments and building around them. But this is a pretty popular technique in hip-hop production today, which is why I'm kind of showing it. All I'm going to do is just note by note, like this. Wait. Like this. And then I'm just going to alt drag this. Alt drag this again. Alt drag this again. And all this is doing is just playing through the sequence, as you can see. Which is not a bad idea also to do again, because I can have more control over like the clicking. So I can do this. Instead of just leaving it in the original audio form that I had here. That's a bit more, that's cooler to me. But the original purpose of this was to reverse the notes. Like so. Interesting. I didn't warp it, so. So that's an interesting phrase. I kind of want to go with the original, to be honest. It's more logically arranged. Still gonna transpose it down to semitone though. I'm gonna boost the volume a bit here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is do some processing, a tiny bit to this loop. First thing I want to do is add some compression, because actually first thing I'll do is actually EQ a little bit of the low end away. And I'm not going to do a high pass or anything. Because it'll be too aggressive if I high pass it. So I'll just do that, and then I want to compress it after the EQ. Usually you should use EQ before a compressor. And then I'm going to use the glue compressor from Live and just bring down. The reason why I'm doing this is because obviously you can see how like the different cuts and pieces are in volume, and the compressor will just bring them all down to a sort of even level, so they don't jump around too much. And I would just put it on A. This is just automatic release, so you don't have to think about it. And maybe increase the attack to like 3 milliseconds or something, and then bring up the makeup gain, because we're compressing by like 5 dB. So if you want a before and after, just compare the volumes of each slice. You can hear they're very different, but if you do this, okay, you can say that it's a bit louder, but if I, even if I loudness match, like, you can hear the fluctuations in volume versus. That's cool. Okay, so I'm happy with that. What I'm gonna do now is, you can start to process this individually, but all I'm gonna do is sort of add one more sound, maybe try to find another sound, and if it fails, then it fails, but, you know, I'm just curious. They're usually very loud, so I'm gonna bring down the volume. Maybe in a flute or something. Preferably not anything EDM related right now, because they're a little bit too aggressive sounding. This might be interesting. So now you'll notice, like, when you cut up a sound like this over and over again, and then layer something on top of it that's like not necessarily cut up, it can sound really cool. It kind of meshes together in a nice way, and kind of it smoothens out the glitches in the cut up audio. Okay, so we're gonna find something with a bit more. It's a bit too patty for me. I want something. Something like that, maybe. Kind of a cliche line, but it works. And then I'm gonna do like a fast run here. I have something else in my head. Maybe here. Something like that. The sound itself is just, it's not it, but it was good enough to sort of get the idea down. And now we can refine it. So that's kind of the process, is you kind of go with something basic until you get an idea down, and then you can refine it. I'm going to try sound matching this because I like the idea of the sound. I just don't like the sound itself. Okay, maybe something like that. Now we have to transpose it back up. Something like that. Okay. It's too breathy, and this is just a matter, like, I already have in my head, like, the sort of sound that I want. That's cool too. Damn. Okay, so this is an example of when your plans might change. So I kind of like that sound a lot. It's a bit better with quantized sounds, though, with quantized notes, because it's a plucky sound, and it'll get in the way of hi-hats later if it's not quantized. Okay, yes. So I'm gonna normalize the velocities. Okay, this is interesting. Maybe extend the length here. I kind of like that a lot. That's cool. It's a bit too bright, and we can modify that. And bright sounds and stuff, they can also be fixed a little bit in the post-processing when we process like the mix bus. Also, this is unacceptable. Whatever is down here, the low end. Now you can hear it's a little bit more palatable. I kind of want to do the same thing with the compressor. It just doesn't, it's a bit too sharp. Not sharp, but plucky. Maybe a compressor will help. If not, then I'm just going to go back in the sound. Okay. I'm curious what it would sound like if I just used like no reverb on the sound. Or just modified it a bit. Oh, this is the original flute. Which is cool. I don't know. We can try something. Wait. What if I duplicate this over? Have this thing play this oil can guitar sound. And then this will play the flute sound. As you can see. But then this will not play the actual melody. This will play something else. I just like the sound itself. Why is it rushing? So you can hear it's rushing here. And this is something that I tend to address very early. So I'm gonna go right back to the beginning here. I think I know why it's doing it though. Go to quantize settings. Yes, start and end. So it's rushing, and I think it's to do with this. Yes, yeah, finally found the culprit. So I kind of liked how it sounded before. So I'm just going to copy this over and paste it. So I can preserve that timing. Okay. So you can notice how I'm kind of building little stepping stones between these sounds. And now I can like kind of go crazy, add some new notes and stuff. Maybe. So the only thing I don't like is the flute is a bit clicky and clacky. So what we need to do, increase the attack of the amplitude envelope, which is this envelope here. And now you can hear it kind of sounds a bit more like a normal flute. There's some weird auto panning happening. I'll leave it on, I kind of like it. It's cool. We can also change the start point of the sample. And I'm gonna turn on legato. So I just click all of them. If I want one particular sound, which is like a legato run. Okay, what if I make this shorter? So like in this case, if I extend them now, they're gonna be legato. Now I removed a bit of the reverb. one thing I do want to change is maybe reduce the amplitude of the or the release. Okay, and maybe change like the auto pan power a little bit. Like you can hear that it's panning left and right across the stereo field. That there's a random source affecting the pan. Turn the amount down. It should work. Yeah, now it's just straight down the middle. I kind of liked it a little bit though, like to do it a tiny amount, you know? Cool, so that's gonna be the flute. I'm not gonna overcook it. And another vibe you can try is sort of just like remove any semblance of reverb or delay. It's just super dry. I kind of like having a little bit of space there. Okay, and one thing I'd just try is like kind of transpose it down. So it's a cool sound too. So what I would do at this point, now I'm gonna delete this part. Okay, so we just removed the delay on that. In the next video, we are going to arrange this out a little bit, just do a little bit of finishing touches with processing. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.